New episodes of the Cuphead Show are coming August 19th, and Netflix has recently dropped a new trailer, and there's a lot of interesting stuff to discuss, so let's break that down. Please watch this video till the end, I promise it to be interesting. And now, without further ado, let's dive in. The trailer begins similarly to the last teaser that I also made a breakdown for, but here we see Cuphead and Mugman talking about Chalice and how she betrayed them. And while Cuphead is still more positive about her, Mugman doesn't even want to see her as she later comes and he closes the door right in front of her. But later she'll eventually come in, judging by the scene from the last teaser. But next we see a montage of the brothers spending time in prison and trying to escape. Obviously everyone is bullying them as they're the smallest and the youngest there. And Mugman says that they spent many nights there, but I'm pretty certain that this is an exaggeration. Of course they most likely did spend some time there, but I doubt it would be more than a few days. Even though there are a lot of marks on the wall here, it may just be done for a good prison effect. The next shot shows Cuphead and Mugman being closed in the box that is literally called the box. And I think this is a punishment for trying to escape, as later we see them doing that various times with different ways. After all their stories, Chalice suggests to go out into the real world and leave, instead of staying in the cottage, while Cuphead and Mugman just enjoy their regular lives. One shot that is interesting here is Cuphead and Mugman dancing in front of Elder Kettle, and he doesn't seem angry, which means he probably doesn't even know his grandchildren were in prison. That seems a bit off for me. Maybe Cuphead and Mugman are dancing for Elder Kettle to forgive them, or maybe they are dancing for a cookie that Elder Kettle is holding, or maybe this is just from a different episode. There are many possibilities here. Anyways, moving on, the boys eventually agree to go with Chalice, as we see them driving a car in the field. And in the scene from the last teaser, we see them sitting in the same car as the train crashes into them, which means they're not the best drivers. But then we are cut to the devil, who seems to be just furious, and he tears the book apart. Of course, all of that is because of numerous unsuccessful attempts of trying to catch Cuphead and steal his soul. And in the next shot we see Cuphead's head laughing at him as the devil says that he has never been subjected to such a disrespect by a mortal. And then he shoots with fire, and because of how the trailer shows it, it may seem that he shoots at Cuphead's head at first. But in the next shot we see Henchman, Devil's right hand, like if he has been shot with fire. And what actually happened is that when Henchman brought something in a cup for the devil, instead of the usual cup, saw Cuphead's head and shot at it angrily, and so that's why we see only Henchman in the next shot. But then he requests for his finest demons to go after Cuphead, thus assembling a full army. And I think that by the end of the series, a full war is gonna start between the devil and Cuphead and his friends. So far his army doesn't seem so intimidating though, even he on his own questions it. There are two scorpions, this bird scene, a flying eye, which may be a reference to Terraria, the Cyclops I assume, this little cute ball, a big fish, dinosaur, literally a Pokemon-like creature, and the last one, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the early concept devil forms. There are some really cool references here, and I'm sure I didn't get everything. And then we see the world of sweets, where Baroness von Bon Bon rules. And we saw her in the last teaser, and she did not look as kind in my opinion. So we're yet to uncover her plans. In the next shot we see Captain Brainybeard putting a parrot on his shoulder, and then Cuphead and Mugman preparing for a high seas adventure. while I was sleeping, a new clip from that episode got released. And just look at this animation. Oh my gosh, I can really see that the crew put all their hearts and souls into it. And turns out the main goal of their adventure is to seek Briny-Beard's love, who is apparently another boss from the game, Cala Maria. And we actually can see her in the intro, and as she terrifyingly appears, the clip ends. We also see her later in the trailer, and turns out she just wants to kill Briny-Beard while he believes that relationships are complicated and continues trying. Back to the trailer though, we see a shot of Chalice in the theater, and we actually saw this in the last teaser, but this time we are also shown who she tries to scare. And this is either just some random woman or the owner of the theater. Who knows, maybe they'll give Chalice the main role or something. Then the shots are pretty fast and smooth, so I think I'll try to go fast over them as well. We see Cuphead and Mugman in a haunted house scared of the ghosts. Then King dies, who now works for the devil and uses this demon that we saw before. Then a few more shots of Cuphead and Mugman on the pirate ship. The next shot is the devil appearing and looking at the city, and then in his lair, being angry with some ketchup on the floor. But he says something very interesting and intriguing. You have taken something of great value to me, so I shall take something of great value to you. And I am certain that this refers to none other than Cuphead. So what could have he taken to anger the devil that much? One of his servants or souls? I think that's the most curious moment of the trailer so far. Then there is a shot of Cuphead playing the piano, then once more we see the land of sweets and Cuphead and Mugman just enjoy their time there. And then they're just chilling. Then there's a shot of a rat in some kind of machine. Then we also see another boss from the game, Hilda Berg. After this, there is Baroness 111's castle attacking, most likely Cuphead and Mugman. A few shots later we see that Cuphead is now a jelly, and Mugman is now a gingerbread man. Probably they just ate so many sweets that they turned into sweets themselves. And lastly, there's a very epic shot of skeletons riding horses. There were a few other shots that I didn't mention, but that means either I just have nothing to say about them, or they are from the last teaser. If I missed something or made a mistake, feel free to correct me in the comments. And if you liked this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. And if you want the videos to come out faster, you can support me with money using the proper links in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.